Morning. So my name is Asya Hassanat,
And I'm Dominatha Kibisa.
and we're the co-chairs for this event. So today, as Domi mentioned, we're celebrating the 10th anniversary at AISA GISS 2019.
This anniversary will be focused on the central theme of Toa Mkono, and we'll be celebrating the theme and all that it encompasses over the next 3 days.
So to begin with, can we please rise for the national anthem?
Thank you, Senior Band, for accompanying us.
To start off our ceremony, IST's director would like to say a few words. Please welcome Dr. Hardiman.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to IST and what's going to be a very exciting 3 days of learning here at the AISA GISS conference. It's our absolute pleasure to host all of you coming from many places around the world to come together and talk about issues which affect our global community and hopefully to devise some solutions that will have an impact on your local society or the global society as a whole. This is the 10th year of AISA hosting a GISS conference, and this is the second time that IST has hosted this conference, and it's our great pleasure to welcome all of you here from many places around the world. Speaking of which, I would like to give each school that's attending a bit of a formal welcome. So I'm going to call out the schools that are here from both near and far, and as I call your name, I would just ask you to stand. We'll give everyone a big round of applause and an official Caribou Sana to everyone here attending the conference here in Dar-es-Salaam. So if I could start with our school coming from the farthest place, which is Denmark, IKAST Gymnasium. Could you please stand and be welcomed? And you can just stay standing, it's okay. And the next school from the UAE, American School of Dubai. From Egypt, we have Cairo American College. From Kenya, we have Brookhouse School. From Ethiopia, the International Community School of Addis Ababa. From Kenya, the International School of Kenya. From Rwanda, the International School of Kigali. From Zambia, Lusaka International Community School. From Ghana, Morgan International Community School. From Cameroon, the American School of Yaoundé. From South Africa, the International School of Johannesburg. From Tanzania, the International School of Moshi, Arusha campus. Also from Tanzania and Dar-es-Salaam, Haven of Peace Academy, who are stuck in traffic, but let's give them a big round of applause. And finally, the International School of Tanganyika, IST. So at this point, just please stay standing. I'd also like to ask all of our organizers, our band, all of our advisors that have come here, and anyone who's contributed to this conference, just please to stand up. I'd like everyone to give yourselves a big, huge round of applause to put this together. What's going to be a wonderful weekend of learning. Thank you. You may be seated. So a few things about GISS. It's one of the things that, this is my third time being part of a school that's hosted a conference such as this. And I think it's one of the most special occasions that we can do as a school to provide space for young people to have conversations about how they can improve the world around them. But at IST, our mission really comes down to and is distilled into 3 words: to challenge, support, and inspire everyone. And as visitors to IST, I really encourage you to be part of our mission over the next few days. Obviously, there's a lot of situations that you're discussing and bringing to the conference to have discussions about. There are a lot of challenges that our world faces. And I think I would like you to look at the perspectives that we are bringing together, to look at ways we can support one another, to discuss those challenges, and identify solutions that can improve our local societies, local communities, and the world as a whole. At the end of this, I think if you put forth your best effort, if you engage in a conversation, if you learn about perspectives, I think you'll leave inspired with a plan of action that's going to have an effect on your school, your community, and the world. And that's something that I think I'm very proud of to support this experience. And I really look forward to hearing a lot of the efforts that come from this experience over the next weeks, months, and years, as this can be really a catalyst for change in our communities. Thank you very much again for coming. Thank you to AISA for their sponsorship of this program so that we could host all of you here. And I really do encourage you to have a great time. Enjoy IST, enjoy DAR, and have a great conference. Have a great day. Thank you.
I would like to say thank you to Mr. Hardiman for that amazing speech. Now, up next, we have Dr. Peter Bateman, who is the director of AISA. Please give it up for Mr. Bateman.
Good morning, everyone. So, as you know, I work for the Association of International Schools. I'm the executive director. We are the AISA in AISA GISS. And I'm very happy with, most people don't know what AISA stands for, so I'm happy that there's a sign here that says the Association of International Schools in Africa. Almost all of you are members of that association. Knew it or not, our friends from outside of Africa, I welcome you. It's interesting for me that so many people now are coming to this event. Originally, it was just for AISA schools, but the interest is growing, and it's great to see that we're bringing teams from others and for our service learning coordinators in their schools to be able to interact with each other, and this gives you guys a really valuable chance to be able to talk to each other. So every year then, we've had this 10-year event. You can check the AISA website. If you look up the Association of International Schools, you'll find our website. We have, under the student focus section, listed with details almost all of the 10 programs that have been running over the last 10 years for AISA GISS. I'm very proud to say that as a result of this program, we have had some significant transformations in schools and cities around Africa, and I hope now around the world. The work that groups have done have been really transformational. And it's not that thing that we used to do where community service meant getting on a bus, going to an orphanage somewhere, blowing up balloons with kids, getting back on the bus, and then ticking the CAS box and saying, I have now done my service. I'm so happy that we've moved so far past that way of thinking about service learning, and that schools are really embedding service learning into their curriculum. We feel so strongly about the value of this that AISA offers service learning awards every year. And again, if you go back onto the AISA website, you'll be able to find out about how your school project, your service learning project, can win one of these awards. They're fairly significant amounts of money. The top award is worth $5,000 US, and the idea of that is not to take a holiday to Zanzibar, but to invest it back into your program so that you'll be able to extend it, make it sustainable, make sure that it embeds so that after you leave as students or you graduate, the work you're doing will continue at the school. There are two types of awards, two categories. One is the Outstanding Service Learning Project, and the other is the Outstanding Service Leader. So if you are interested to apply for that, the competition is very, very strong. What we're looking for is service learning programs or projects that are sustainable, that are embedded, and that have real impact. More and more, we are looking for those that are sustainable, because our worry now is that we have individuals even here that have a passion about something that they do in terms of service, and their projects reflect that passion. What happens when you leave? Or what happens when your IB English extended essays due? Or you get other commitments that mean that all that passion that you have invested in your service learning programming then needs to be transferred to someone else. So a hint in terms of what we'll be looking for this year is not only the quality of the project, not only that it's embedded into the school's life and its outcomes and the impact that it has, but how are you making it sustainable? Now that may not be from the school, it may be from the community. So have a think about that, maybe chat about it with your advisors. And then, as I said, the full details, the applications are again on the AISA website, and that is March 1st is the deadline to submit those. So, finally, I echo Dr. Hardeman's words. I really hope that your time together is productive, worthwhile, but above all, have some fun while you're here. I'm sure you will. The program looks great. Congratulations again to the IST hosting committee for putting together such a great program. I wish you the best, and yeah, good luck with the coming days.
Hello. So now we just want to give a debriefing about the conference.
So first things first is that we're going to explain the shirt colors. As you all see, all the delegates are wearing white, so you can identify each other by that. All the members of the executive team are wearing blue. These are the organizers. They have any details if you need directions, if you need the Wi-Fi password, if you need to know what's going on, they all have the agenda. Additionally, we also have our volunteers and village leaders wearing black shirts. The volunteers will be around at every station. They'll be there to kind of tell the way and provide you with materials if you need any. So we ask that if you have any queries, you go to the people wearing black shirts before you approach the blue shirts.
Also, the volunteers have Wi-Fi passwords. If you're not connected yet, just ask anyone in the blue or black shirts. Also, I just want to go over general rules real quickly, and then I'll talk about global villages real quickly. So your badges, again, it's great to see that everyone's wearing it. Just a reminder, you need to have those on you at all times. If you look at your badges, your name is the first line. The second line will be a location in Tanzania, which is your global village. So later on in the day, you'll get into the global villages of that location. So for example, some of you may be Serengeti, or some of you may be Ruaha. So that's the global villages that you'll be getting into, and you'll be doing workshops with the village leaders throughout the course of the conference.
So after our first opening speaker, we will have you guys meet in the courtyard, and we'll have the global villages standing around with big signs. So please pay attention and make sure you watch out for them. Okay, now going on to the theme of the conference. So as I've previously mentioned, the overarching theme is Toa Mkono, which is on the banner behind you. It is Swahili for what roughly translates to lend a hand or reach out. So throughout the 3 days, we also have 3 small themes for every day, which is Subiri, Tazama, Badilisha. So the first day is Subiri, that's today. It means pause, kind of reflect, think on. Today we'll be doing the first day with activities that kind of make you be more aware of what's going on, and it'll be mostly an introduction to many global issues. Tomorrow is Tazama, which means observe. What's going on that day is that we're gonna have the same workshop, the same village activities, but since you guys will have gone into the groove of it, you'll kind of be more, you'll be more aware and you'll be more invested in the issues. So this is kind of your chance to observe and learn from other delegates and other advisors and other people that you'll meet here during the conference. And then lastly, our third day is Badilisha. On the third day, we have service day, and as Asia told you guys, on the first day is when you're going to be split up into groups and you'll be doing service activities for the first half of the day. We ask you to please wear your white delegate shirts once again, and we hope that you enjoy the activities that are planned for the day. Additionally, our first speaker is at 9:15, so you guys have a bit of time until then. We ask that if you do choose to leave the auditorium, please go out that entrance. We'll have some extra guests coming in the back in a few, so please make sure you're seated at 9:10 for the first speaker. Thank you.